welcome to the 4th day. Today, I have something a little bit different for you guys. I am doing a top 10, which I've never really done before, but I thought with the special occasion of the holidays, I might as well give it a shot. And what better little top 10 I can do than doing Marvel animated themes throughout the time. Now, here is where I'm going to mention it really quickly. These are modern themes, aka 90s to, recent-ish, pretty much to the 2010s, exactly. There's just a lot of the other older themes just never really interest me, and two, and if I did, I'd just say the real number one spot would be the OG Spider-Man theme. So, there's that. But anyway, yeah, just here are the rules of thumb. Like I said, that's kind of the rule, and yeah, it's not really like an opinion on the shows either, by the way. It's just how I feel about the theme itself. My feelings about the show are mostly put aside. I mean, there might be nostalgic here and there for some of them, but for the most part, it is my opinion about the theme itself and which ones I like the most. So, with that, let us move on to the actual top 10 itself. So for number 10 spot here, I'm putting the Fantastic Four, The World's Greatest Heroes, which came out in 2006. This one's a really weird theme to me. Like, it doesn't really fit the Fantastic Four for me. Like, the only thing I can get is, like, the spacey vibe theme you can kind of hear within it. But, like, that's kind of it. Like, that's really, like, only, like, one portion of the Fantastic Four, really, to me. It's not bad of a theme. I just, wish it was more Fantastic Four. Like, it's interesting to listen to, but it's like, I don't envision the Fantastic Four with this. It just doesn't fit with me. Which is why I'm kind of putting it right here in number 10 spot, like at the bottom list here. It's not inherently bad, I wish it just fit the theme more, for, like, Fantastic Four. That's really it for me, but yeah, with that, we can move on to number 9. And now for number 9, I'm gonna put Spider-Man, the animated series, which came out in 2003. So, yeah, I'm gonna warn here now, there's gonna be quite a bit of Spider-Man themes on this list, but God forbid, man, Spider-Man just has some good themes. I don't know what it is, but we'll get into more detail later of, like, how and why when we get to each one. But, yes, we're starting with the one that was based off of Sam Raimi Spider-Man, so it's interesting. And this is, by the way, the OG theme, not whatever they put on Disney Plus. I don't really know what that one sounds. This is the OG one, the one that they had airing on MTV originally at the time. But yeah, with that, it's short and simple, but it's like very impactful feeling. Like, it definitely feels like the sense of urgency with it. And at first, I thought it was a really weird theme. That's like, when you kind of think about it, because thinking about it, it doesn't really sound Spider-Man-y. It's like a little too cinematic for it, I feel like, in my opinion. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, again, I was like, this is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. This is Sam Raimi. And then it kind of just clicked with me. I'm like, it kind of makes sense that it's very cinematic, because it's supposed to be very cinematic-y, in the sense that this is a cinematic Spider-Man. So, yeah, I mean, like, all of that, it's just a very good theme. I don't really have much to say about it. It's just very impactful and very cinematic-y, and it just fits for, like, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man at the time. So, yeah. Anyway, good theme. With that, we are now going to move on to number 8. And now for number 8, we're going to have the classic X-Men Evolution, which came out in 2000, which, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize this series is as old as it is. But anyway, I'm going to say this one thing really quick, just for Gus right now. But, yeah, anyway. Southern Goth Girl. Now you're not getting context with our conversation. It's between me and him, because it's funny that way. Anyway, for real, the theme actually is not too bad. It's kind of really nice to interpret, and the repetitiveness isn't, like, really annoying, but, like, that's kind of it. I mean, it's not, like, stand out in the sense of, like, it's really interesting or, just doing a lot. It's simple, and I don't hate that, and I don't ask for much, so, yeah, that's why it is making it onto the list at number 8. So, yeah, with that, we can now move on to number 7. number 7, we're heading right back into Spider-Man, which is Spider-Man Unlimited from 1999. This theme is like really weird, but like pretty cool. I don't know how to really describe it in a way, but it's like very over the top for like a theme here. Like it's got a lot going on. It's got a techno beat. Well, it's got like the rock riff, and then they have the guys repeating like Spider-Man in the background. It's a lot. It's a lot. But like I really wasn't like a fan of this theme at first. Like I really hated like it just was like a bombardment to the ears at first, but for some reason it grew on me. Like the other day when like before I really like hardcore started like writing the script for this like list and all that, I just had the urge to listen to it again, and I was like, why? Okay, weird. So that's what I did. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really know why I started liking it. Maybe it was the repetitiveness of it that, like, really stuck with me. The beat's, like, very repetitive, so maybe that's what I liked. But anyway, yeah, so this is it's a good enough theme. That's why it's on 7, because it's interesting. It is weird, but, like, I like it. I don't know. It's weird. But with that, we're going to move on to number 6. Superhero squad, hero up! Superhero squad, hero. Ow, okay, that actually hurt my hand. Sorry. I mean, alright. So, y'all know what's on number 6. It is the Superhero Squad show that came out in 2009. Ow, that really hurt my hand. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so, this theme is just fun. I'm sorry, this theme is just super fun to listen to. I know it's kind of made for younger kids, this show, and just so the theme kind of reflects that, but I think that's why it's so enjoyable, because it's like it's made to hype kids up purposely, so you know it really catches your attention. So like yeah, I just really enjoy this theme a lot, even if it's again goes back to the category of repetitiveness. It's still fun, it's silly, and I enjoy it, and God forbid, yes, that chorus is going to be stuck in my head all day. So that's the main reason why I put it here on the list at number 6. So yeah, anyway, with that, we're gonna move on to number 5. We're getting into the real juicy stuff. Now we're officially at number 5, where things are starting to get, as I said, very interesting. So number 5 is the Spider-Man animated series from 94, and yes, it's another Spider-Man. I told you there was going to be a lot. I didn't lie about that. There's going to be a couple. But at least we get a reprieve in the next couple for a bit. But anyway, yeah, so Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. But this one is just, it's so 90s, this theme. I mean, I know Unlimited was very 90s, but this one just kind of feels very 90s. And it's why I love it so much. And it's also like, the Spider-Man for some reason is like, always, at least for a while, at least back in the 90s, early 2000s, it's been tied to, like, the new metal-y type of sound. I mean, I know I'm probably saying it wrong that way, but I mean, it's that weird type of rock kind of heavy music that, like, is weirdly tied in with Spider-Man. I don't know why I was tied in with Spider-Man at this time, but it just was. But, hey, you know what? Whatever works, works. It's also, like, interesting, like, the auto-tune-y guy in the background, I really thought would, like, put me off still. But it's actually kind of cool. Again, it makes it very engaging. I feel like the song, for some reason, like, it doesn't totally outwash the whole beat of the theme. So, yeah, it's interesting. Has it aged well, the theme? I probably would say no. I definitely won't be, we probably won't be seeing anything like it nowadays. But, God forbid, it's still a good theme, and it does its job, and it gets me crazy hype for the show. So, yeah, that's it. That's what's number 5. With that, we're now gonna go on to number 4. And now for number 4, we have Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, which came out in 2010. And weirdly enough, for this being number 4, I actually don't really have, like, a lot to say about it. Like, it's not like that is bad, but it's just kind of like, it's, you know, it's a good theme, and it's very catchy. You can sing along with it. I mean, like, it's not, like, really, like, a lot to it, and I think that's fine, you know, that way. It's an inspiring feeling to it, which I feel like it should if we're talking about the Avengers here, so at least, it does that. But yeah, like, for some reason, just not a crazy amount I have for this. It is not like a bad I don't have a lot to say. It's more of a just a, listen to it yourself and you'll understand why kind of thing. I will say this is sadly one of the last, like, Marvel, like, animated, like, shows that, like, had an actual, like, theme to it. Like, nowadays, most, like, themes, quote unquote, is just the title card with, like, a little instrumental to it for, like, a few seconds. So, like, that's kind of, is more the vibe nowadays, sadly. But hey, at least we ended off with this banger, if nothing else, for one of the last few themes. That actually was good. But yeah, that's it for number 4. So we're going on to the big 3. For number 3, we have Iron Man Armor Adventures, which came out in 2008. This one's just such a fun theme. I really love this one a lot. It's such a, like, a cool, like, classic-y kind of, like, rock kind of song type of thing. It does the right thing. It makes you super excited for the show. It's just so fantastic, honestly. Like, I remember anytime the song was playing, no matter what I was doing, I'd always just sit down and, like, just listen to the theme just because it was so great and fantastic. And again, it's not really my opinion on the show or anything like that, but I'd either just stick around just because, well, I'm there, or I just get up and leave and do something else. And they used to play this on Nickelodeon all the time anyway, the theme itself, so that helped that way. But sadly, yeah, it's a bit on the shorter side that way, but as I said a second ago, like, on Nickelodeon, they would play the full one on the time, which means the full one exists and you can find it somewhere online, just wherever you want to. So that's a win for me, for sure. So I can still listen to this classic banger anytime I want. Anyway, yeah, so that's for number 3. We're gonna move on to number 2. For number 2, we have Spectacular Spider-Man, which also came out in 2008, and it's just so catchy. Oh my god, I love this theme so much, you don't understand. It hooks you in immediately with the drums and the riff, and, like, you just can't help but sing along to it. Like, my god, I feel like when it comes to all the Spider-Man themes I named on this list, this one just tops them all just because it's just so fun. It's a fun theme. It's so great. I just love it so much, and I don't know, maybe I have bias toward the series too, who knows, but my god, it's such a great theme just overall. Like the last one, though, it is a bit on the shorter side, but also, like the last one, there is a full version you can find online, wherever you want to look for it in general. But yeah, like, it's just such a good one. Like, 9 times out of 10, when this theme plays, you're not skipping it. You're always going to be playing it for sure. So yeah, that is all I have to say for this spot for number 2. But now, we are on the big number 1. So now, we are on number 1, as I just said. So yeah, this one is a big one. I mean, but probably not surprising if, you love theme songs so much and Marvel themes like that. And that is the X-Men animated series, which originally came out in 1992. Of course, it's coming back soon, of course, that way. But yeah, it's because it's the 90s X-Men theme. No, actually, the thing why this theme is on here is it is so hypey. It's so simple but and, like, repetitive, but, like, it's just so good in a way that, like, it just gets stuck in your head. Like, there's not even any lyrics to it, but for some reason, just, like, any part, like, anytime I hear this theme, I'm just humming it throughout the whole day. That's how, like, good this theme is. And also, if you need a more bonus factor, like, I know people are not feeling really psyched about the MCU right now, but come on, it showed up briefly, the theme. It showed up at the very end at Miss Marvel, the show, so, like, I feel like that says something, like, it's so iconic when they mentioned the line about mutants, they had to do this theme specifically because they knew that this is the way that they get the point across. So yeah, anyway, this is number 1. I feel like it had to be. I don't know if I could have forgave myself if I never put it up here at this high. So yeah, with that, let us go on to the end card. And there you go. There is the end of the top 10. Hopefully, I did okay enough job. I mean, I tried my best. I try to keep it brief, but enough detail of why I put it on the list. If you think that something else should have been put on the list or even put in a different spot, let me know, because, I like to see people's opinions. Just don't be mean about it. That's all I ask. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, making this list. It was fun. It was just a little idea I had in my head, and I decided just to go with it because why not, But yeah, I really didn't got much to say. But I hope you all enjoyed this video and this day. If you like it, if you dislike it. Comment below, like I said, what your opinions are with what I put on here, and again, if anything should have been on the list in the first place. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the 5th day